Hope you're well. Welcome back to Card Curiosity. Trying to figure out the best ways possible to make a good return on our investment in the sports card world. And we have a mailbag episode today. So I've been looking on eBay and other places, Facebook sometimes, and just trying to keep an eye out for players that I think have some upside, and then try to find some of their cards that I think are undervalued. And the play is to hopefully try to get these cards for cheap, make sure that they are gradable and that they might get a 10 from PSA or SGC, and then we send them in, flip them, and hopefully try to make a profit. So I've got a decent amount of envelopes to run through here, so I'm going to unwrap them quickly and fast forward, and then we'll be back to go through them in just a second. All right, so here we go. All those packages, I unwrapped them and we got to here. So let's run through the pickups this particular week. You're gonna see a theme here to start. LeBron James' son, Bronny, just kind of kicked off his debut at USC, and there's gonna be a lot of hype, a lot of buzz around him. And these cards, these are the only cards on the market right now for him. Topps Chrome, there will be more at some point. Bowman U basketball should be coming out at some point, but right now these are it. And so the low-end base cards for him on these Topps Chrome, those are going for less than $10 at the moment. And so what I just tried to do, I looked at what the graded versions are going for, and some of them are going for north of $100. And so if you can buy something for 10, grade it and try to get a 10, a PSA 10 or an SGC 10 on it, you make a nice little profit here as long as you can get your hands on them pretty quick. And so that's the idea here. I think I'm going to send these to SGC. My experience with them has been that you get them back pretty quickly, less than a month after you send them, and then we can list them and try to just get these for a quick markup, from paying 10 to hopefully if they grade an SGC 10, we can easily get at least $50 to $75 on each one of these. And so that's the idea here. He's got a couple different variations. You can see the future stars there. You've got the one where he's dribbling. You got the jump shot one here, which I think is a really nice looking one there. Just holding the basketball. So I've got a few more of these coming. The New Waves is another version insert there in the set. Looks pretty nice. It'll look good wrapped in SGC. So that's the idea there. We'll do some quick flips on LeBron kid, Bronny here. See how that goes. Then we're going to get into some other plays. So George Valera on the baseball side. He's a prospect with the Cleveland Indians. I believe he's still in their system. And I think this might be the year he gets called up and might get a shot. And if he can make some noise and generate some buzz around him, I expect his cards to do fairly well. Bought this because it looks like it could be graded and it might get a 10, but we'll look a little closer and see if that's possible. I'm not actually sure what's in that pack. So Bowman Chrome Sapphire, as you know, is one of my favorite boxes to open at the moment, and you just get a lot of good hits. So this is Felnin Celestin. He's one of the top prospects for the Mariners this past signing period for the international side, and this is a variation card of his. The plan is to basically just grade this variation card. I'm not sure, the centering might be off slightly on this, but it probably won't impact my attempt to grade it. But a variation card like this might go for 40 or 50 bucks on its own in the base set or base card. It's not numbered or anything. But if you can get a good grade on it, that could easily double to 100 to 150, I would think, because he's got a lot of potential. So that's the idea there. I'm not sure what's in this pack, a lot of filler cards, but I want to talk about this one first. So this is Zion Williamson card. I saw this at a local card shop, and it's really hard to get a 10 on it. The last 10 sold for around $600, I think, $600 or $700 on eBay. And it's really hard because of the centering. You'll see it looks like it's way off on the centering on this side versus that side. And so the card that I got from the card shop was an 8.5, I believe, and looked kind of like this, and it was only 25 bucks. And I thought, you know what, I'll try it. I'll crack it. I'll try it. You know, even if we get a 9 on PSA, I think we'll make a little bit of money. But what are the chances that we could get a 10? Well, I looked at the PSA 10 that sold, and the centering on that is it looks the same as this. It is not centered. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a chance that this might slide in and get a 10. Worst case scenario, I feel like, would be a 9 from PSA. And so we'll see. So I have 2 or 3 of these now that my plan is to crack and submit to PSA to try and get a better grade. So that's the play there. And then we'll have to, let's see if I can get into this package. Looks like they have some filler cards here to protect the real card. Not sure what it's going to be. Here we go. Okay. So it is a Jackson Holiday from the Bowman Chrome Sapphire 2023. This is a variation image for him, and unfortunately, I guess I couldn't tell in the eBay pictures, but unfortunately the centering on this is not at the level I would like it to be. I hoped that it was, but you can see this side is quite a bit bigger than the right side. I might send it in anyway, since SGC is only charging $9 to grade cards like this. Who knows? Maybe we'll get someone friendly to look at it. But that's the play today for these mailbag cards. A lot of Bronny James stuff here, and then looking at good players that have rare cards like variations in Bowman Chrome Sapphire to grade and flip. And then, of course, you got the prospects with MLB season coming up here soon. We're going to look for prospect cards that might have a chance to play and make some noise and try to get those graded as well. So hope this makes sense. Let us know what kind of players you are looking at right now. And until then, stay curious.